Okay, so we've got a nice day today, and it's dry. So it's going to be coming into winter time soon. So I'm lighting a fire because I have all this stuff over here that needs burning. A lot of it is rose bushes and twigs and things that needs to go into my veggie bed over. Sorry, you're going to be getting dizzy from this. My veggie bed over here. I've got like ends of 2 veggie beds that things have to go into. There's nothing like a fire in autumn, is there? It's nice. I have to keep feeding it, but put on a few bigger twigs. But this is going to create potash to fertilize the beds. And the other end of things that have stuff going on at the moment, when that stuff's finished giving its veggies out completely, I'll let it go fallow, and then start on the other ends of the bed with the stuff that's overwintering. I have to keep an eye on this fire here now because one is a spark. We don't want the neighbourhood going up. See, it does have a little cover that you can put on and poke it then. The trick is not letting it get too big. So I shall spend a happy, really only 15-20 minutes doing this, but I'll have a little pile of ash afterwards that will go in, dug in to the ends of those beds where I'm going to be planting some more things. I have some broad beans going in today. So, we might be coming into winter, but we're already thinking about a bit of new life, because that stuff that I put in when I plant it, it'll go through its period of not growing for the winter. It'll settle down. It'll keep growing till probably beginning of November, mid-November even, depending on what kind of winter we get. But then it'll settle down, everything goes quiet for the winter, then it'll start up again. February, March, it'll start doing its thing, and I'll get, hopefully, an early crop of things. So wouldn't that be nice? And I get all the fun of hanging out in the garden and doing, little tasks like this. I love this. When I started working on the garden, it was all heavy digging stuff, and now it's just down to nice tasks like this. So. Okay, so here's the other chore of the day, which doesn't look very promising. It looks like there's just weeds in there, doesn't it? But there are things left in that vegetable bed. There should be some potatoes, which I'm not going to dig them all out. I'm going to leave some in it. Some potatoes, onions, maybe some garlic. I'm not sure whether that survived. A lot of little things at the tops of some of these within the last few weeks, but there are carrots and beetroot and things like that. A few left still underneath that I didn't clear out yet, and I'm going to clear out most of that end of the vegetable bed and then cover it the way I did with this end. Then this end gets uncovered and winter crops start going down into that, because it's going to start raining heavily in the next couple of weeks, and it'll be very hard to get out here in the garden without wellies. It's walkable a day like today, but that just is very unpleasant on rainy days. So all these jobs need to be done now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what I can salvage as the tail end of my crop. Okay, so there was very little left in there. I took up some things left down, some things like these, because you can use it as a storage place in there for them for a lot longer, because there's no frost yet or anything. A few onions and things. ordinary onions that I put down failed to thrive. So you see, this is at the end of the year you find out what worked and what didn't work for you, and you get things better each year. You get better at doing particular things. I couldn't grow broad beans well before, and I'm doing it well this year. And we've got our lovely fertilizer to go in. That'll be dug in, and some nice chicken shit to go in as well. And that goes in like a few times during the year, during the growing season, you know. Goes in before they start growing, and then it goes in during the growing season as well. So, you know, you keep tending the garden, and hopefully it pays off then, and you get the enjoyment of looking after it and everything. So, you know, okay, coming into the winter, but still all these things that are done now will make the garden grow nicely next year. I nearly forgot to mention the importance of compost as well. You can have a very small compost heap. Mine is just a tiny little one, look, it says it. But you can have it in 3 sections and have your fresh stuff go in one side, and you know, then keep turning it over into the next bit, and it breaks down more then, and then your third section you've got compost that's nicely broken down, and that'll be fertilizer for your garden as well, from the food that you eat in your kitchen. So that's quite handy and cheap.